Hey everybody, on this episode of Mr. Fix, what we have here, snowblower chute, keeps popping out of the front. Usually this thing, it's like a little cylinder, if you can see it right here. And the end of it is like a round. It's supposed to stick out, past here. But what's happening here is, when we're turning it, it falls out of the front, and then it doesn't spin. So how are we gonna do that? Well, first things first, they got two little nuts on the inside. We're gonna take that off. We're gonna take this mechanism off, and we're probably gonna build up the inside of that so then it sits better. So put a wrench on the top, and then underneath, find it, no, and you'll be fine. Two of them. Sure to take note of the washers and everything, how they go. So on the inside, I don't know if you can see that, this is how it is. In here, there was a little lip. On this side, the lip still exists, but on this side, she's gone. So we're gonna have to build that up. Took a chisel, cleaned all that up, cleaned that whole edge up. There wasn't much left, but here you see it better. See that lip? Should have been like that lip there. See that? So it sits in better. So after time with turning, the thing was almost disintegrated. Like, all right, so what did I find? Well, I could use metal, but metal might not work very well because what'll happen is when it's twisting, it could cut and damage that other thing. So how about some plastic? Well, I got some of this really hard card. It's almost like a polycarbonate. And the beauty of this is easy to cut, and it's strong, and it's kind of thick, so it'll probably work. So let's get some measurements and see how it works. Really easy to cut this stuff. Go back in. Snap it back in just like it was. Nice. Fits pretty good. I'm gonna marker. I'm gonna mark this up. See that? Put it in place like that. And notice, I have to just clean that up a little bit. Not a big deal. Right there, you're seeing that, right? Look, looks perfect. But if you look on the inside, you can see that. Now I've built it up with all this, so it gives it a lip like the other side. So I got a choice here. I think all I'm gonna do, I could rivet it, but I don't wanna weaken this at all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the hot glue gun, glue it, and take it for a test drive. So this is the way that it would mount. Just sit it in as if that's where it was going to be. So sits a lot better. It's not wobbling a little bit, just as a press fit. I'm going to turn it. It's kind of hard to turn and show you, but you see that. So once it's in the tracks, it looks pretty good. So like I said, it's just a guide. It doesn't have to be super strong. So now I'm going to go back. I'm going to hot glue it. Once I hot glue, I'm going to put it back on, and we'll go from there. You guys, that's the way it looks. So I cleaned it up with a round file. Make it nice. You see underneath. So it's a tight fit. So it even fits really nice, tight, wedged, hot glued. And now we're gonna go put it back on. Okay, and then we're just gonna make sure that you might have to play with that just a bit. Back to normal. Easier. Now the only thing that I did here was I got an old broom handle and I sanded it down and filed it down just enough so it would go in the end. And then I inserted about 1.5 inches. And from there, I made sure it wasn't sticking out more than about 2 inches. So then that also prevented it from possibly slipping and dropping down. At least that would save me. And it extended past that that whole mount. So it did help just in case, as a safety stop, just in case it slipped off again. Okay, make sure all the joints are well lubricated and turning. Key to that is it's not dropping. And if you see at the front, it's holding in place. And that's the whole point that I wanted it to do. She'll move, but that little ledge that was gone from the factory is now replaced. And hopefully that'll solve your problems. In a pinch, if you see it come off while you're cleaning the snow, you know, just play around with it a little bit more and put it back in place and just be careful cranking. You should be okay. So good luck to you, and thanks for watching Mr. Fix. And hopefully that you can fix these chute problems yourself. Thanks for watching.